Hey everyone, welcome back to Unfiltered and Functional. I'm your host, Mandy. I'm here again today with Sash,
Hello, hello.
and we are going to be talking to you guys about supplements. Not in the broad spectrum of things. We're actually going to share what we're currently taking, the stacks we're currently taking, and why. Big disclaimer, guys. These are specific to us. We're also not taking, we have some overlapping supplements, but we're not taking the same things, nor does it mean you guys should copy what we're doing. Ask your healthcare provider, ask your coach. If you don't have a coach and you want one, hit us up. We'll put that in the show notes too, as well as our Instagram handles where you can find us afterwards. And then another disclaimer, hey, if you like this, subscribe, like, comments. It really helps the podcast grow, and we appreciate you. So, without further ado, let's just dive straight into it.
Let's go.
Sasha, tell the people they want to know what are you currently taking in your supplement stack and why?
Okay, so my supplement stack has been the same for over a year now. And specifically supplements, like not vitamins, I'm taking L-glutamine, I'm taking creatine, and I'm taking inositol. Those are my big three. Those are every single day. This
Amazing.
is yeah, I put it in my gut drink every single morning. So I mix that with pure whole leaf aloe, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, water, put it in a nice 16-ounce cup, drink that up. That's the first thing that I have every single morning. And then I follow that with my coconut cold. So it's like a pre-probiotic kind of thing. And the reason why I'm taking these supplements, well, creatine, if you are in the fitness world, there are so many different things that are said about creatine of, oh, it makes me bloated and it makes me this and it makes me that. And I truly believe that if you're drinking enough water every single day, you'll
That
be good with creatine. You'll be good with creatine. You don't need to freaking drink 2 gallons of water, but I drink a gallon of water a day, and I can confidently say that I have not experienced bloating or any discomfort with taking creatine. And I'm not talking about some
mm,
creatine gummy or some flavored creatine, pure monohydrate creatine, nothing added.
I'm so glad you said that because I was about to be like, wait, can I add something? Those
I
people
had
that are
a feeling that you
probably,
would add.
I'm like,
Yeah,
those
like
people
those
that are probably
creatine gummies.
bloated, the flavored creatine, like how you said, I don't remember how many episodes ago on your podcast, eat your veggies. It's like, yeah, take your unflavored adult creatine.
Yeah, seriously, like you don't need to be taking a creatine gummy or a blueberry flavored creatine powder. Like just put regular unflavored creatine in a freaking cup, drink it, drink your gallon of water a day, and you will not have bloating. You will not have discomfort. You will be fine. I mean, granted that you're eating
From
like
the
whole foods
creatine.
from the creatine, yeah. Like granted you're eating whole foods and all of that fun stuff, but then I take L-glutamine. So L-glutamine is something that I take for the lining of my gut. It's something that I added into my routine when you put me on a gut drink. Actually, I think I added it a little bit before, but I didn't really know why. It was more so of just, I know that this is good for me, so I'm gonna take it. And after I take it, shortly after, I'm in the bathroom. So those are good. Sorry, TMI, but like that's the truth of it.
Never.
Especially, no, never. Especially when you first start taking L-glutamine, it works quick in the body. So I take that every single day. And then inositol is something that I started taking a little bit over a year ago as well because I have PCOS. And taking inositol has helped with my hormones. It's helped with making sure that like my periods are regular and just like control and contain any hormonal issues that I could be having. So those are the three powders that I mix in every single morning with water. Like I said, my little gut mix that was created for me by you. So that's as far as my supplements. And to add, I don't take BCAAs. I don't take powdered pre-workout. It's like very rare if I do, and maybe because a company sends me something and I want to try it. And I really try to stay away from all of those, like the intra hydration drinks. It's like I'll drink an IV packet, I mean an electrolyte packet or some good old coconut water and call it at that. But all of those extra BCAAs,
Yeah.
pre-workouts, freaking intra hydrating powder for your workout. That there is so much more in those things that it's taking away from the actual purpose of like the idea
Yeah.
behind those things. So cut the pre-workout, good triple shot of espresso, which that's one
Eh.
single, that's one, this is one single shot. I already had a double before the gym. But yeah, those are the supplements that I'm taking. I would love to hear which ones you're taking and also why.
Girl. Okay, well, for the record, I guess when I say supplements, I just mean like everything, I guess.
Oh,
Um,
okay. My
yeah.
bad.
No. I just think it's easier because I think people get really confused both like vitamin, mineral, supplement, hormones.
True,
What?
true. Yeah,
So,
yeah, true.
that is a good distinction, but just for simplification, just I also am on the gut drink. Same, pretty much the same, except I don't have inositols, and the only reason is that I forgot to buy another bag. That's literally the only other reason. Otherwise, I also have inositol in mine. And if anyone is wondering, free value here, you want the gut drink recipe? I do an ounce of apple cider vinegar. There's more vinegars out there now. I did want to play with this. Somebody put me on a shout out Nate, recommended peach cider vinegar. And I was like, I gotta
Oh,
try that. Apparently it's a little bit less like, ooh, like
oh,
taste.
okay.
Yeah. So
That's
I'll
good
let
to
you
know.
know. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But 1 ounce apple cider vinegar, 1 to 2 ounces of aloe, and then 1 to 2 ounces of lemon juice plus a shit ton of water. And then putting the L-glutamine in that, 10 grams, I want to say, and then a gram of inositol when I
Mm.
remember to buy it. So,
Yeah. And I just want to add that you're not taking aloe like the yummy aloe drink. It's pure whole leaf
no.
aloe. Because I had
Um,
a client one time that was like, "Oh, the gut drink doesn't sound that bad. Like I'll get like the aloe from the store." And I'm like, "No, honey, I'm not talking about the sweet, yummy with pulp, good tasting. I'm talking about pure whole leaf aloe.
I
It
do
does
the
not
inner
taste
leaf,
yummy."
but
Oh,
yeah, I
well,
am so
yeah.
with you. Yeah, I had to explain to someone too, like it will not be in the beverage aisle. It is in the vitamin like supplement aisles. And they're like, "Really?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, look towards the bottom of the shelf. That's usually where I don't know why, but it's always around here. Any store I go to, it's always on the bottom shelf.
Mm.
Haters."
Seriously.
But yeah, the adult aloe drink, pure aloe, not fun flavored aloe.
No.
No,
It's like
not
the
that.
real deal, like serious stuff.
Yeah. Um, and also creatine. Right now, I'm not putting my creatine in my morning drink only because I am on a protocol wrapping that up. So I'm actually super excited about that. And my coach was like, no, don't take the creatine out of it for now. And I was like, ah, so inconvenient. But like an
Yeah.
adult, I saw the opportunity in it. So now what I'll do is I'll put my creatine in my intra workout drink. And my intra workout drink is literally just coconut water, and Celtic sea salt with the creatine now. So,
I love it. I
yeah.
love it.
I also get
I've
asked,
actually,
no,
sorry.
sorry.
So I'm like, thoughts are just going.
Yeah, I was really quick gonna say I've been asked several times, like, when is the best time to take creatine? And honestly, I always tell people the best time to take it is whenever you can take it. But there's like a 0.001% where it's like, ooh, it's best if you're doing it intra workout. So even though I lost the convenience factor of putting it in my morning drink, I was like, ooh, gains 0.00, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that
That's
works out.
actually what I wanted to say. Like, I was just about to say I drink my creatine first thing in the morning, but I've recently been thinking to like maybe mix it with my coconut water because I actually do an interesting mix. I'll make my double shot of espresso and then I add salt into there, like Himalayan pink salt, and then I'll pour in a little bit of coconut water in there. And like I just have it all in just like one cup. It's crazy, but it tastes pretty good.
Is
And
it
I was
hot or
thinking
cold?
it starts warm and then it cools down.
Okay, I'm like,
No,
I
but the
would.
coconut, like by the time that I add the coconut water, it's like room temperature getting kind of cold because I like to drink my coffee. If it's like in a mug like this, I like it hot. I don't like putting in ice cubes because it waters it down and I need like straight shot to the brain black coffee. So, but what I was gonna say was I actually saw a study not too long ago about creatine, how it's either better to be taking it during your workout or right after. And but again, I agree with you. It's better whenever you can remember. So I might play around with possibly taking my creatine like as I go to the gym rather than in my gut drink. It's just so
Mhm.
convenient in my gut drink because all the powders going at once and like
Word.
I'm done for the day. Like that's it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I feel you. And I probably honestly will go back to putting it in my get drink as soon as I'm off the protocol because it's just easier. Um, and then like the last thing I wanted to say about that too with creatine is we typically will recommend it because most people working with us are like, yeah, we want to put on muscles, we want to go grow our glutes, we want to like get good delts, we want to just, all the things for muscle health. And yes, creatine is good for that, but like a little sidebar I want to add in is that if you have dementia or Alzheimer's or any neurodegenerative diseases that run in your family, that they have studies on creatine on how it can help prevent that, any of those.
Wow, that's really
So,
interesting.
and there was another newer study out that also said if you like increase, because standard creatine is like 5 grams, right? So there was another study, I think, where they actually did, if you got like really, really shitty sleep, they upped it to 10 grams the next morning, and it like helps you be more alert and focused. And like, obviously, don't do this every
Oh,
single day or like stay up and ruin your sleep, but I've tried it and it felt good. It was good.
wow. Wow,
So,
that's really interesting.
so some
That's really
hidden
interesting.
creatine benefits.
While we're on the topic of creatine, I just really quickly want to add, if you're in a phase, I mean, granted, there are some protocols like yours right now where it's like creatine is not really in the mix or like, whatever the case may be, but you can continue and I mean, obviously speak to your healthcare people or person, doctor, whoever, but I've seen women who are pregnant continue taking creatine. I personally continued taking creatine not when I was not when I was pregnant. We
Tell
have
me
not been
more.
there. No, there was nothing. But when I was post-op and I wasn't working
Mhm,
out for 6 weeks, I continued taking creatine even without training, without working out, without anything. And like I just kept the same gut drink, the same thing going, even without having trained for those 6 weeks.
mhm,
So creatine is not like you could take it on your rest days, you could take it on your training days. Granted, you're not in like a very specific protocol where you shouldn't be taking it,
mhm,
or like whatever the case may be, like if there's a rare case where like you're not recommended creatine, but it's one of those
mhm.
things like you don't only take it when you're training, if that makes
Right.
sense.
No, full agree. I think that's a great disclaimer. And also, I am still taking creatine. It's just my coach didn't want it in my drink because my supplement timing for this protocol is insane. It is like down
Mm,
to a T, but I am still taking creatine. So just to kind of like back up what you said, you can still take creatine if you're not working out, if you're in a health phase, if you're healing, like it's literally just going to help you. It really
yeah,
will. Yeah.
agreed.
So, okay, Sash, what vitamins then, or minerals, or of
Oh
that
gosh.
nature are you?
There's a laundry list. Oh my God, there's a laundry list. So I should have probably wrote a list on my phone, but I'm taking fish oil for the omegas,
Mm,
bone, joint health, all that fun stuff. I'm taking fish oil. I'm taking vitamin D3, K2. I'm taking I was taking potassium because I wasn't eating enough potassium, but now I like eating bananas again. I hated bananas before and like it was just really and I didn't eat a lot of potato. It was really
Uh,
hard for me to get potassium in. I know it's weird, but now I'm getting in more than enough potassium, so I don't need to be taking. I was like under 1,000 what is it?
oh,
Milligrams?
whoa.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was under that a day of potassium, so my calves would always cramp and I would always have like body aches. And then when I started eating foods to not just track my macros, but my micros also, and I was like, I
Mhm.
need to get my potassium up. I stopped taking the supplement because I'm at like 3,000 now a day, and like I didn't need additional. Magnesium. Oh my God, magnesium, life changer. I take ashwagandha, I take Vitex berry, I take a multivitamin, I take a probiotic, I take zinc, beef liver when I remember. Um, listen. And then I was taking glutathione, but I was taking that, it was like a liquid that I would pump in my gut drink. And I was mainly taking that post-op to just help my liver and just help my
Mhm.
gut because I was after a surgery. So my body was under a lot of stress. But when I ran out of it, I stopped taking it because I don't think it had the bioavailability in it that was just like
Yeah.
if I need to take a glutathione, I would rather go get an IV or do a glutathione shot. So its
Mhm.
bioavailability is like to its full capacity. But I think that's it. I feel like you're gonna say something like say one of the ones you're taking, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that one too. But off the top of my head, like I'm just like visualizing my supplement stack right now, and I think that's it. And I do take certain in the morning and certain at night. So this isn't
Yeah.
like a one-time sweep that I do, okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No,
yeah.
that's true. And I guess I should insert another disclaimer here that anyone listening is probably going to listen to our supplement stacks and be like, this is so much.
Much.
But also having to keep in mind, like, again, this is tailored to us. Not everybody needs to take these things. There definitely are supplements that everyone can benefit from, but also Sasha and I are kind of like in the same vein, both like, hey, how can we optimize health and like very cognizant of, like you mentioned, your micronutrient status, which not a lot of people look at or think about. And obviously, like now you're getting it through food, which is going to be the best bioavailability. But in the interim, taking potassium helped you, and it is not a
Yeah.
forever supplement. So, which, anyone listening, please do not take potassium unless you know exactly why you're taking it, how much you're taking it, because too much potassium can cause heart issues. So be very aware of the risks and, I'm a huge, huge advocate for informed consent. Understand what
Yeah.
you're taking and why you're taking it. So,
Yeah, I
guess I should.
totally agree. And I agree that there are a lot of vitamins, minerals, whatever category you want to place them in that aren't forever kind
Hmm.
of add-ons like the potassium was for me. And like there was a time when I was taking D3, K2, I was taking a full serving, which is two a day, and I was taking like a pretty high dosage because my vitamin D was very low and like we just needed to add that. And then the next time that I did blood work, it was way too high. So then I tapered it down to one every other day. So
Hmm.
it's like these things change, these things fluctuate. There are a couple vitamins that I personally think may be like forever for me because of
Hmm.
just like magnesium. I don't think I will ever stop taking magnesium before I go to sleep. Like it is just such an amazing, like I can tell a difference in my sleep and how well rested I am and how my body feels when I take it versus when I don't. As well as like I also drank like a sleepy tea, which is like chamomile and this and that. So it's like it adds to it. But that's one that just like sticks out to my head that I feel like, and I might walk back on my words in a couple of years when for some reason I stop taking it, but I think that that's one of those vitamins that it's like
Hmm.
it has a laundry list of benefits and could be really good to include in your stack
So many.
indefinitely.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, It's probably changed, but I read a statistic that a few years ago, and it was basically like 75% of women, like in the US, not third world countries, although at this point, I guess you could kind of make that argument for the US, but women in the US, 75% were magnesium deficient. And it's
Mm,
so needed for neuro reasons, it's needed for hormonal reasons. It's just, we need magnesium. So
yeah.
I'm on it. But for me, also on fish oil, like you were listing yours off, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, yes, yes, same.
also on fish oil, like you said, it's just it's so good. Another like added benefit of it is decreasing inflammation, and then it's also good for gut lining. So
Yeah. Oh, I knew the decreased inflammation, but the gut lining, that's interesting.
it's super good for gut lining. So
Mm,
usually I mean most people I will recommend a fish oil for unless they have some sort of like blood clotting or bleeding disorder. In that case, probably don't take it and ask your doctor. But otherwise, generally, like especially gut clients, I'm like, get the fish oil. So
yeah.
I will, that for me will be a forever supplement, and I'm full on board for it.
Ditto.
Yeah, and heart disease runs in my family, so very heart protective. We love that too.
I
So,
love that.
yes, fish oil. I agree. I am also on the vitamin D2K3. Um,
It,
D3K2.
I
Hello.
was like, okay, whatever. Same thing.
I
Same.
I'm mathematically dyslexic. So sorry, guys. Vitamin D3, K2. I swear I'm smart. Um, my finger.
I love it. I love it.
And that one I also was like originally I can't put it away now. I
Yeah.
was
Put that finger down.
I can't tell but I'm half Italian. So I used to also be on like 10,000 units because my vitamin D was in the toilet. And then like ran bloods, vitamin D came up and then I stopped like I tapered it down. So also just agreeing with you that like the dose that you start at is not going to be the dose you're always on. So
Yeah.
same, not on a full dose of that anymore. I'm on a
This is why
magnesium.
we do blood work.
Amen. Blood work plug. Also magnesium glycinate blend, because there are so many different types of magnesium. So the blend I take has glycinate and citrate and taurate. The ones ending in the ATE, the eights for magnesium are generally going to be better bioavailable and well absorbed in the body. Um, Nuance here, don't necessarily recommend taking magnesium citrate on its own because it's usually taken for its laxative effect if you're constipated. So, just a disclaimer there. Anyone hearing me say magnesium citrate, like, yes, it is well absorbed, but also, like, be near a bathroom then if you're going to do that at
Yeah.
your own risk.
Yeah. I'm on the
Um,
glycinate also. I do
yeah,
the glycinate. I believe it's a blend as well, or just
yeah.
like glycinate.
Mm-hmm. Um, quercetin, quercetin with
Quercetin, what's
bromelain. So this one I take, I am pretty allergy prone. Like I get really bad seasonal
mm,
allergies and quercetin with the bromelain for better like absorption. Um, and actually bromelain's really good for gut health too. All the things for gut. It's been shown to kind of help decrease that like allergy reaction. Is it true? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know. Like there are some studies out there saying that. Does it work? Personally, maybe I've had like a fraction of an improvement from allergies, but the other benefits of it, I'm like, they're not necessarily benefits I would see. So I'm gonna just keep taking it, if
mm.
that makes
Can you
sense.
send me that over so I can take a look? Because I don't have allergies, but
Mhm.
my fiance has allergies and he's always congested. Like he's always like
Ooh.
a little something, like some sort of allergies going on. So I've been looking into some like supplement or something to help support his,
Yeah. I'll send that to
yeah.
you and then a say plain saline nasal spray. And I hate putting things up my nose. But
How
this
many
one,
things do you put up your nose?
well, like I hate like for allergies, like the phenylephrine, I hate
Yeah.
like snorting any medicine. The saline like nasal spray, I thought I'd hate it, and now I find myself just doing it sometimes just because it feels so good. It clears, and it's not doing that neti pot bullshit, which I will die on that hill. Fuck neti pots. That stuff like does not feel good. But this
No.
is like a direct spray and it like cleans it out. So I'll send that to you
Oh,
too.
that's good. Yes, please,
Yes.
please.
So that's not a vitamin technically, but I am taking that too. Um, and then I guess also not a vitamin, but or is it? Well, I take it for vitamin purposes. Also, the grass-fed beef liver. I'm all about that because it's high in vitamin A, so it's good for like your eyes, but it's also really good for people that like maybe you are not getting enough red meat and you need a little bit
For
more
sure.
iron help. Instead of actually eating beef liver, which most of us don't really want to do, beef liver is like a great swap there. So
Yeah.
just so many good general health benefits. I'm on that too. Um, I won't go into what I'm taking for my protocol because that's very temporary and
And it's
yeah.
also very specific based on the protocol that you're on and based on why you're on it. So I don't
Yeah.
even, yeah. And
Yeah,
you're
so
finishing it like in a couple days or what, a week or so?
this is my last week of the kill phase, and then I'll kind of go into a re-inoculation. So I'm so excited. For anyone that
God
doesn't know,
bless.
I've been on a mold protocol, and like other people that also have mold, please also know doesn't mean we're on the same protocol. Like there are other factors that go into it as well. So that's why I'm not really gonna share what I'm taking for that. And then outside of hormones, which I could go into, I'm okay going into if anyone is curious about that. But outside of that, then I'm also on methylene blue, which isn't a vitamin, but it's more like a functional medication. Um, and I'll probably stop taking that once this protocol is done.
Are you taking it to help support your body because of all the other stuff that you're taking?
To
Okay.
support the body, like eradicating the mold. It's like just so good for your mitochondrial health, and supporting like getting all that shit out. Um,
Yeah.
funny, I used to use, not personally, but like when I worked in the hospital in nursing, we used methylene blue during surgeries to like
Mm,
see if there were going to be any nicks in like the ureters, if we were doing like open gynae or bowel surgery. Um, or we would use it for like breast surgeries too, as to see like the dye. That's blue dye will stain everything. So then when it started becoming a functional medication that like you could actually get prescribed and taken, I was like, what the fuck? Let me look into this.
that's
But
cool.
for anyone listening though, it is a synthetic, it is man-made, it is a dye, it is safe to take if you are a right candidate for it, but I also recommend getting a prescription. So gotta be a responsible adult there.
Yes, yes. You
Yeah.
got to be a responsible adult with anything that you're taking.
Yes. True. Is there anything else that you're currently stacking?
Besides those vitamins and those supplements, there isn't. Um, I have been looking at some peptides to help with like muscle recovery and stuff. I do not currently take any peptides. I do not currently take anything for muscle growth or like any anabolics, any enhancements. Um, I'm doing research on those things just out of mere curiosity and like being in the bodybuilding world and wanting to be like more competitive in the bodybuilding world, but I, as far as vitamins and like my daily stack, I believe that that is all that I'm taking. I did actually just get my blood work done yesterday, so once I have my results, there may be some things that I might need to change, maybe less vitamin D or maybe more of something or something to help support cortisol, which is like for example why I take the ashwagandha, and I don't simply rely on that. Like I still very much do my practices to chill out and stress relieve and cut the caffeine at
Mhm.
a certain point. But um, I believe that that's everything that I'm taking. There's nothing else that is sticking out on my head that I'm
Yeah. Thank you
consuming right
for
now.
sharing that. And
Yeah.
I like what you said too about like the cortisol and like that you're not just relying on that, which I guess again should have been like an upfront disclaimer. These supplements are not meant to fix your health problems per se, guys. This is really just there are also tools in tandem with the lifestyle habits that you should be implementing to support your body as well, like making sure you're getting enough sleep, getting your water in, eating healthy, doing your stress management practices. Like these supplements are not going to fix you if you're not working towards doing all the other things, if that makes sense.
Yeah, supplements and vitamins are an add-on. They are
Mhm.
an addition to, and they help. They help a lot. But if you just rely on taking creatine and you think that's going to grow your muscles, but then you're not training hard in the gym,
Mm-mm. You're
no.
going to
Or
be
you know what I
disappointed.
mean? Or like, yeah, or you can drink L-glutamine, but then if you're eating fast food every single day or multiple times a day, it's not going to actually help your gut. Like it's,
Yeah.
so exactly what you said. The supplements and the vitamins are a tool that's used to support that you just add on to your laundry list of things that you're doing in order to better yourself. They are not the magic, it's not a magic pill. Nothing is. Not vitamins, not supplements, not enhancements, not peptides. Nothing is a magic pill.
Mm.
You gotta still do the work.
Yeah, that's a good mic drop right there because I agree. Fully
Yeah.
agree. Um,
Yeah.
so I
Is
guess
there
like the
anything that you want to share? Like anything else that you're taking or would recommend, or like maybe to someone who's just looking at
Mhm.
just like starting in their fitness journey and is like considering vitamins or supplements, like is there anything that you would recommend them looking into first, or
Mhm.
just anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, I to round out what I'm taking, I'm also on hormones, bioidentical hormone replacement therapy for progesterone I take, and then I also take testosterone. I've been on them for a couple years now, and it was a huge difference. Like it was needed. I also want to disclaim I started these for my health. These were not started for bodybuilding. This was started because I have not had, my body has not had the opportunity to make its own hormones since I was 15. Between 15 and 26, like those really important developmental years, I was on hormonal birth control and it just downregulated the hell out of my own body. And I spent about 4 years trying to get both testosterone and progesterone up naturally. And like it moved, the needle moved a little bit, but the damage was already done. So
Yeah.
it was like causing arguably like premature perimenopause. So that was a choice I made for my age and my blood work supported it.
Yeah.
I'm also taking DHEA again because my blood work supports it. It is a hormone and it's not, even though you can get it readily available over the counter off Amazon, first of all, there's no quality guarantee for those supplements. Supplements are not regulated by the FDA. So the other thing I'll say is I highly encourage you guys, if you are going to look at a supplement, to check out the supplement's website, make sure that it is third-party tested, if they have a COA, um, or lot numbers for tracing ingredients and sourcing, uh, look them up, make sure that they do, or contact their customer service because they might have them available, but only by asking. And I know that seems like a pain in the
Mm.
ass, but do you really want to take something where you don't know what it is that you're taking? Because
Or how pure it is.
right, because I don't. Think about, I mean, I know we're talking about supplements, but like think about the street drug epidemic where everything's laced with fentanyl and people don't know what they're getting. They're thinking they're buying one thing and it's fentanyl. Um,
Or if we want to talk about, I so agree with you. And as you were saying that, I was like, or an anabolic.
yeah,
Like
oh, girl.
you think you're buying
Mm.
Anavar, but really you have 20% Anavar
Deca.
and and Deca, and like then all of a sudden your body, like you're not actually consuming what you think you're consuming. And it's one thing to have maybe a trusted website or source or like something that is, like you said, tested and they have that paperwork that says like pure, tested, like
Mm-hmm.
on like there are actually some websites that you can search up that tell you like how pure is this company's products, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
peptides or anabolics or vitamins or supplements or anything. But if you're going the route of something for your hormones, like hormone replacement therapy or testosterone or whatever the case is, it's like go to a doctor, get it prescribed, get it the real deal. And like, yeah, that might be a little bit more of a pain in the ass to go through that rather than just order it off the deep dark web. But you know what? Your voice isn't going to sound like a 6-year-old man because you accidentally injected yourself with
Mm-hmm.
something that you wasn't what it
Right.
was supposed to be, or was too high of a dosage, or just like not right for you. So I am so I second you on that so heavily because I've heard of stories where I'm like, how like I'm sorry, but your stupidity is the reason why you're in this situation. Like not
Yeah.
yours, but like the people whose
Yeah.
stories, and it's unfortunate, but we got a brain, let's use it. Use it or
Yeah.
lose it, you know? Like
That I mean, we can take this back to quick fixes again are not the answer, but like honestly, we're gonna end up doing a whole different episode on one of our shows about PEDs and
yeah.
these extras
Yeah.
for sure. Um,
And thank
but
you so much for sharing about your experience with hormones because I feel like a lot of people hear that someone is taking hormones or taking something and like there's that immediate like, oh, it's because you want to get jacked and juicy. It's like, well, first of all, there's nothing wrong with that. So like,
yeah.
sure. But second of all, a lot of people struggle with how their hormones are, especially this this generation and like 5 years ago and 10 years ago and
Mhm.
people who have been on women specifically who were on birth control or whatever like struggle so much with hormones that it shouldn't be looked down upon, but it should actually be celebrated that you're proactively doing things to keep your body optimized. And listen, if the testosterone gives you an extra boost, by all means, we'll take it. But at the end of the day, you're taking it to optimize your health. And if
Mhm.
someone's taking something to just add on to what it is that they're doing already and to have an enhancement, by all means, go right ahead, especially in the bodybuilding sport. That's a big, like, if you're very competitive, that's a big thing, but just do your research and like
Be
be
smart.
smart about it.
Yeah.
Be smart about it.
It is your health. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy to share about that. Like I could do a whole separate episode on hormones, and I'm super excited that
Oh, I would love that.
yeah, they finally removed the black box warning for bioidentical HRT for women in menopause. Like for
Wow.
years, they were scaring women off of it, saying like, "Oh, you can get breast cancer, you can get all these different things." And I'm like, but we're not talking about the women we're putting on birth control, and that has a black box warning. Uh, but we're gonna scare women off this HRT that can help them have better quality of life as they transition to menopause. Okay, like whatever. I'm gonna get off my soapbox, but like medicine really
Please
did us
don't.
dirty there.
Please don't.
Um, but your other question to get back to it, and we can definitely do. We're gonna do so many episodes out of this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
oh my
literally
God.
writing it down right now. Future podcast,
Yeah.
PED, next.
Yeah.
Hormones, next. Don't be an idiot.
Don't be a period. But I've also taken like other stuff too. We can do that on like the PED enhancement episodes. Because I'm open, very open about that. But to answer your OG question of like what I could recommend for people blanket supplement wise, um, really depends. Because again, I'm like, man, I'd recommend fish oil to everyone, but if you have a bleeding or clotting disorder, don't take it. I would recommend like vitamin D, but if it applies, if your vitamin D is too
Yeah.
high, don't take it. Um, Man, so I guess I really can't answer that. I guess the only thing I can say is get your blood work done and then like let's talk.
And to add on to that, get your blood work done with Mandy because she services like almost every state except for what, New York?
New York, I can't service just due to state legislation right now. It gets a little gray area with New Jersey and Rhode Island, but I
But if
just
you're in the South, hello.
anywhere else, please come to
Yeah.
me. I will happily help you, whether you're ordering through me, shameless plug now, whether you're ordering through me or if you have labs from your doctor's office and they told you that your labs were fine and you don't feel fine. Like I also do interpretations with that. So
Yeah.
wow, thanks for the plug on my own show, Sash.
Yeah, and I just want to just like drop in, like I promise I'm not just gonna be hyping you up, but I just want to drop into anyone who's listening. I have been doing my blood work with Mandy for almost 3 years now, and literally since the my first prep, from my first prep, so yeah, 3 years ago, I've been doing my blood work with Mandy for 3 years now, and as you can imagine, when I first started, I did not really understand what was going on, what it said, what it meant. And when the doctor said it's in range, but I didn't have a period, like that was really confusing. So to
Oh,
be able to have the support from from you, to explain everything to me, to tell me the difference between Western medicine and like functional medicine and like how my body, the range doesn't apply to all and how that's very like broad and the way that you explained everything to me about blood work, not only was I able to make improvements in my life, but and add any vitamins and supplements and like literally 95% of my stack is based off of recommendations that have drastically improved. Like we can look at my first ever labs to like my recent ones that are gonna hopefully come back within the next couple of days. And it's gonna be a night and day difference because of your recommendations, both supplement and lifestyle recommendations. And like this is not to be like trying to toot your horn, but truly, if you are like worried about getting blood work done because you are worried to not understand, or you've gotten burned by a doctor, or like you've been confused about what the hell is written on that paper, there is no one that has given me as much of an understanding about what the hell is going on in my body as much as you have. So this is like just me like sprinkling in my little testimonial, I guess you can say, but like truly like life experience. So thank you for that. Thank you for helping me understand my body better and like being able to improve it. So yeah, that's
oh,
it. That's it.
thank
Now I'm
you.
done gassing you up.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, I don't pay her.
Yeah, no,
I did
seriously.
not pay her.
I should have started by saying this is not a paid ad. This is me just like truly being really grateful for what you've done for me with my lab work and like all of my clients know that I send them straight to you. All of my clients go through you. They get their blood work done through you. They get the analysis through you. And then we come together to make some changes in their programs in order for them to keep like moving forward and like you don't have to be one of our clients. You could be working with another coach. You could be not working with a coach. You could just be someone who wants to fix their health and improve themselves. And Mandy will take you with open arms, and she's incredible at what she does. So
Oh my
that's
goodness.
that.
Well, this is like a nice little early Christmas present for me. Thank you so much. My ego appreciates it. Um,
You're welcome.
yeah. No, thank you so much. I just love you.
I
Um,
love you too.
yeah. I think that pretty much sums up our current supplement stacks, but guys, definitely stay tuned because like I said, we are constantly changing what we're taking based off of what our blood work says, based off of if we're in prep versus off season, or like I'm in a health protocol right now for mold eradication. I'm definitely not going to stay on the supplements I'm on right now forever because I would lose my freaking mind. Um, so hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions about supplements or about any functional meds, drop them in the comments. Reach out to us on socials. I'll put our tags in the show notes. But stay tuned for our next episode. Sash, thank you again so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we can't wait to catch you on the next one.